Start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be Young again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Powering forward, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards in the Panther 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Young going to get this complete, meanwhile to Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. To the air once more, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now Young. Again, that's Hurst. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Young will set to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Ritter off the play fake.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Young now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Young.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Young to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On
third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here now, 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Falcons offense set to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right.
Ritter has it knocked down.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra...
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Young. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now here's Young. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business, not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.